Welcome to Sunny Day Stamping. I'm Julie Baca. We're going to be using the Sweet Ice Cream stamp set today. I love this set. The images are so festive. You can use it with a bunch of different colors. And I love the sentiments, happy birthday and thank you, because those are the main reasons I send out cards to begin with. Now I want to show you in this stamp set, we're going to use the popsicle, and that is a two-step stamp. So I'm going to show you how to do that. If you don't have a bunch of tools to make cards, you can still make something awesome with just stamps, ink, and paper. Let's get started. Supplies for today's card are simple, just stamps, ink, and paper. Pick some of your favorite colors, cut a card base, and some white pieces for the inside of your card. Normally I don't take the time to show you how to cut the white pieces for your card, but today I am because I've got a tip that will help you cut them quickly so you can get stamping. All of these pieces for the front and the inside are 5 inches in width, so we're going to cut that first. Rotate your paper and cut it at 2 7/8 for this piece. Cut it at 1 inch for this piece. And for the inside piece, cut it at 3 3/4. Now for the remaining sheet of paper, go ahead and cut yourself another set so you can make 2 cards at once. If you want tips on how to cut card bases quickly, I've got a great 1-minute video for that. So what is a two-step stamp? That means there are 2 pieces for every stamp to create just an image that has great dimension. So we're going to start by stamping our center popsicle, and we're going to use the base of the popsicle first, the bottom part. And I'm going to stamp that directly in the center of this sheet of paper that we've already pre-cut. And that way I know exactly where I need my other popsicles to go. Next, we'll stamp the top part of the popsicle, and I'm using soft seafoam. I've chosen 3 colors for the card today, and I'm just gonna switch them up to create some pretty popsicles. Now, in between stamping, you want to wipe off the ink from your stamps because you don't want to get ink on your stamp pads because it will affect your image the next time. Now to clean my stamps, I use this Simply Chamois, and it sure is ugly. It comes nice and pretty, but as soon as you start using it, it gets ink on it. It's just like a nice piece of foam, and you get it wet. I keep it in an old stamp case to keep it moist. I like this because it takes up just a little bit of space on my work surface instead of some of the bigger options available. Okay, let's stamp our next popsicle. I'm going to use soft seafoam for the bottom. I'm going to space this off to the left a little bit, lining up the bottom edges as much as I can, and it doesn't have to be perfect. I'm going to stamp the top in a different color. This is Pool Party. Now, in lining these stamps up, I want it to be in the center of my base, and I want the edges to line up, and then this V that comes down on the top of the popsicle almost reaching the bottom of that base. See how that extends almost to the bottom. Now we'll stamp our last popsicle doing a different combination. So I'm going to put the Pool Party blue on the bottom because we haven't done that yet. And I'll do the Pale Papaya on the top because we haven't done that yet. Now I am stamping on the Stamp and Pierce mat today. I don't always do this, but I find that it does give like a more even pressure and more ink coverage, which is especially useful with these photopolymer stamps because they don't have any give to them. This Stamp and Pierce mat is only $5, so I picked one up. Now we're going to use this piece, which I didn't know what it was for at first, but this gives kind of the indentations of a popsicle. So I'm going to use the Pale Papaya on this popsicle because I already used the Seafoam Green and the Pool Party. I'm going to clean it off, and the only color I haven't used on this popsicle is the Pool Party Blue, so I'm going to use that. Last one, we'll use the green for the indentations. There we go. Now we're going to add the dots on top of the popsicles. Now I know normally popsicles don't have these dots on them, but I just thought it looked pretty. Now every time I use these dots, I'm rotating them a little bit so they don't look the same on each popsicle. Now we'll do the popsicle stick. I'm using cinnamon cider. I'm going to actually stamp off on my paper once because I feel like that'd be too dark of a popsicle stick. And then stamp on my paper. Uh-oh, I didn't make it all the way to the top. There we go. That's a little uneven, but that's okay. Do all these. We're doing 2 per. Boy, I'm missing all of these. All of those are down. That's okay. Now we'll add the detail piece for the popsicle stick, but I'm going to stamp this full strength. Gives a nice detail. I had to restamp those popsicle sticks. They were making me crazy. With my camera here, I can't get directly over it, so I wasn't able to line it up right. So anyway, we're good now. So now we're going to take this little drip because I want to add a couple drips off of this popsicle here, and I'm using the Pool Party. Now it's time to do our sentiment, and this is not patterned paper. We're actually going to create that look with our stamp. So I'm going to ink up our little dots here with pale papaya. You could use a different color though. And I'm just going to kind of randomly stamp here. I'm going to be rotating this stamp so it's not all the same direction. Okay, we'll just do one more there. I see I missed a little bit here, so I'm just going to put a couple spots there. Now we'll do our sentiment. I'm going to do thank you on this one. I'm going to use the Pool Party. And I could stamp it in the center, but I think I'm going to stamp it off to the right. Okay, we're ready to glue these pieces to our card base. I'm just going to use this multi-purpose liquid glue. I just kind of start by dragging it from one corner to the other and doing a little squiggly in between. I am going to use this to kind of line this up so I know where to put this piece. I'm kind of eyeballing it to be equidistant on the sides and a little down from the top. And you don't have to be exact because this piece you can pull down farther or up closer to match it. Well, I can tell I put too much glue on there. Hopefully that won't squeeze out too badly. Okay, so I'm going to center this below our popsicles. And I want to leave a little line of our beautiful card base color coming through. So for the inside of our card, I think I'm going to take this same idea of the polka dots with the pale papaya and kind of do them in the corner, tapering off towards the end here. We'll do a little more taper towards the top. And just rotate the polka dots so they don't all look the same. Now I'm going to stamp the You Melt My Heart on here. I already inked that up with the Pool Party. All right, I already put glue on the back of this piece. I'm just going to glue this to the inside. There we go. Thank you, You Melt My Heart. I wanted to show you some variations that I made so that you can figure out which ones you like the best. This has the sentiment stamped directly on the white paper without a separate line for the sentiment. These popsicles here all have one stick, so you can see what that looks like. These have the dots and these have the impressions, or the indentations. And this one, this is the card we made here, and this one is just on a blank card with no colored paper, and that is cute also. Thank you so much for watching. Celebration is still going on through September 30th. You get to pick something free for every $50 that you spend. Also during Celebration, they've got promotions for hosting parties. You can host a catalog party and earn the regular Stampin' Rewards or potentially earn this fantastic stamp set for free. If you're interested in joining as a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, either as a business or a hobby demonstrator, now is the time to do that also. Because in addition to their regular promotion of picking $125 worth of products for just $99, you also get to choose a stamp and die set for free. If you're interested in all the details, head on over to my website. The link is in the description. Why is that so hard to say? Have a sunny day.